Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the kindergarten class of 2021 and the Divine High School class of 2033. Thank you. You may be seated for just a few minutes. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. We are delighted to have you here, and even more so, we're delighted to be able to have this program to celebrate your children's accomplishments. So, I think Divine is the best place in the world to rear your children. I've been married a long time, and I'm old. Both of my children graduated from Divine High School. So if I did not, but I wish I had. So if you graduated from Divine High School, if you will please stand. Wow, look at y'all. All of you came back to make your home and to rear your children in Divine. I think that is the coolest thing. Most of you are not old enough, but if you are old enough to have had children graduate from Divine High School, if you will please stand. Y'all just aren't, not many of you are there yet. The next 12 years, I promise you, will go by in a flash. Treasure every moment that you have with your child and your children. So today I would like to introduce some of our guests. Superintendent of Divine ISD, Dr. Todd Grandjean, is on stage with us this afternoon. Thank you. The other central office staff, Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Darrell Wendell, Director of Student Services, Mrs. Dawn Schneider, Director of Federal Programs, Mrs. Abigail Beadle, Director of Finance, Mrs. Shannon Ramirez. The CES Assistant Principal, Mandy Cross, is in the back live streaming this. And then the counselor, Mrs. Caleppo, she stayed at the campus to help in the office. I'd also like to recognize Dr. Carrie James. She is on the stage with us this morning. She is a school board secretary. Other school board members are Mrs. Renee Frieda, Mr. Chris Davis, Mr. Carl Brown, Miss Nancy Pepper, and Mr. Henry Moreno. So certainly we thank all of our central office staff and the Divine ISD Board of Trustees for all of the support that they don't just give to Severa Elementary, but they give to all of Divine ISD. So, every morning at Severa Elementary School, we say the United States Pledge and the Texas Pledge as required by law. Additionally, we sing a patriotic song to enhance our social studies curriculum. That song changes every 6 weeks so that by the time children leave Severa Elementary, they are very well versed in at least these 6 songs. So this afternoon, the pledges in this program will be led by Sean Guardiola, Isela Samaripa, Xavier Mina, Reese Cashin, Nathalie Mendoza, and Naomi Atkinson.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, and indivisible. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guard her in the night and the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, right on. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Are they the best? Do you love it when children do things like that, and they are so special? And certainly these children embody everything good in our world, and certainly I know are the treasures of your lives and all of our lives. So thank you so much for sharing them with us all year. So that they have been a joy to be here, and just thank you so much. All right, so as a part of the certification presentation, I will also call the names of the class award, those recipients. Those awards are Shining Star, Character, Citizenship, and Leadership, CCL, and Up, and Away. Parents, we know you want to take a picture of your child, and you absolutely should. However, if you will please respect our little line of demarcation that you see in front of the first row with the ABC boxes. If you will please stay behind that line, and then after you have come up to take a picture of your child, if you will please be seated so the next parent can come take a picture of his or her child. So we will begin the promotion ceremony in just a second. The order of that the presentation will be Mrs. Thomas's class and then Mrs. Zapata's class. While the children are coming to the stage, I certainly want to, there's a bunch of people to thank that make this possible. So before you come to the stage, just let me recognize Mrs. Thomas and Mrs. Zapata, Mrs. Morrison, and Mrs. Velarde, who all work in kindergarten. Your children have been in great hands this year. They have been loved, they have been cared for, and they have been educated. So let's give these ladies a round of applause. I also, so boys and girls, you can start making your way, I think. I also want to thank Mr. Van Fossen, Mr. Ramirez, and David Cardenas for the floor, the hanging of the banner, putting the chairs out. And then the PE people set up the stage for me. Kara Stacy, Kelly Runyon, Renee Murphy, and Nikki Taylor. And then the banner that you see above the stage, which will be saved until these children graduate from high school. Thank Nikki Taylor, Orlinda Morrison, and Mary Lou Velarde for that. Also want to thank Adrian Carrizales and Dalen Finto for helping us with the live stream. Adrian is behind me with a computer and a mixing board. I have absolutely no clue what is happening there, but I know it is happening. All right, so let me also thank the people who work with me behind the scenes. Mrs. Megan Morris is backstage over here. Mrs. Jennifer Hennon is backstage over here. Mrs. Jenny Hagdorn was working the foyer area. Then Mrs. Mendoza, Mrs. Cardenas, and Mrs. Sanchez were working the tables and the entrance. So obviously, all these people do all the work, and I just get up here and read the script. So thank you to all these folks that make this possible. If nobody could do this by himself, so just thanks to all of you. Okay, I think we are ready for Mrs. Thomas's class. Yes, we are. Maddox and 2. Scarlett Atterbury. Noelani Avalos. Isabella Camacho. Cesar Cervantes. Landon Copeland. Landon had perfect attendance for the spring semester. Kaya Del Rio. Serenity Garcia. Sean Guardiola. Sean is the shining star in Mrs. Thomas's class. Israel Hernandez. Malila Hinojosa. Xavier Mina. Xavier is the up and away recipient in Mrs. Thomas's class. Mason Montez de Oca. Jackson Rivas. Isela Samaripa. Isela is the recipient of the CCL Award in Mrs. Thomas's class. Sammy Sanchez. Violet Shank. Jolynn Vasquez. Braylon Zapata. Thank you, Mrs. Thomas. Obviously, she's going to have some babies. Mrs. Donna Zapata's class. Naomi Atkinson. Naomi is a recipient of the Up, Up, and Away Award. Hector Campos. Reese Cashin. Reese is the recipient of Mrs. Zapata's Shining Star Award and had perfect attendance the spring semester. Chloe Cummings. Bella Estrello. Caleb Gutierrez. Lucas Kendrick. Lucas is the recipient of the CCL Award in Mrs. Hennon's reading class. Noah Jimenez. Camila Lopez Rodriguez. Nathalie Mendoza. Ireland Neugebauer. Jeremiah Pena. Hans Rickard. Sebastian Rodriguez. Aubriana Rude. Aubriana had perfect attendance the spring semester. Connor Smith. Gunnar Smith. Jordan Smith. Addison Taylor. Camila Vela. Emma Vela. And obviously, they're twins. All right, thank you, Mrs. Zapata. So these two classes of kindergartners will now begin the conclusion to today's programs, and they will sing Adios Amigos. So, boys and girls, if you will please stand and face your parents. Okay, ladies. The music teachers are Mrs. Nikki Taylor and Mrs. Erlinda Morrison. Thank you. Boys and girls, you may be seated for a few minutes. So, to end the program, we are going to recite together the I Matter Manifesto. It is printed on the inside cover of your program. We recite this every single day at Severa Elementary, so your children have it memorized. Just a couple of reminders. If your child takes any kind of medication at school, then the campus nurse, Kelly Jopling, is asking that you pick it up from her before you leave here today. If you did not see them, there are 3 photo booths outside going back toward the elementary. Please take an opportunity and take advantage of those and take a picture of your child or children, since we have a couple of set of twins, without a mask on because it's outside. Um, so thank you again for being here. Let me tell you that the teachers will go out that door and that door. So, and I don't remember which teacher is going out which way. So, but you will see that as your child goes out the door. You may follow after all the children are out of the gym. You may certainly follow your child's class. You may sign your child out with the teacher and then proceed to the photo booth. Again, thank you for coming to this program. Congratulations to your children, and we hope that the next 12 years are filled with great accomplishments and successes and wonderful memories for your family and your child. So if you will please stand, boys and girls, if you will please stand as we recite the I Matter Manifesto. I am enough. I have influence. I am a genius. I have a contribution to make. I have a gift that others need. My actions define my impact. I am the change. I matter. Again, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I present to you 2 classes of the kindergarten class of 2021 and 2033 Divine High School graduates.